Mr. McVay, we've been expecting you. However, we prefer Tom Brady. But, since you were here, I'd like to remind you of a few things. I see the stunt you guys are pulling with the tickets, trying to restrict the 49ers from coming to your house and dominating with a sea of red. But before I unveil my master plan for helping my team beat you, let's take a trip back in memory lane and let me remind you who really, really owns you. You were so close, but tick tock, tick tock. The Rams are on the clock.
Rams versus 49ers history.
2017, Sean McVay was actually almost a 49er coach. Did you know that? In the weird case of nepotism, Sean McVay, who is the grandson of John McVay, former 49er GM, interviewed for the head coaching opening with the 49ers. Now, if you guys remember 2017, both the Rams and the 49ers, the Rams had Jeff Fisher. Y'all remember Jeff? Cut him loose. And we had actually a couple of coaches, Jim Tom Sula and Chip Kelly, who probably should rename nameless, who were now gone and leaving vacant opportunities. And Sean McVay was this close to being the coach. However, his name was such a flash pan opportunity that after he interviewed with the 49ers and it looked like he was going to get hired, the LA Rams swooped in, or St. Louis Rams swooped in, picked him up, and went about their way feeling as though they won the argument or the battle or the fight for supremacy in NFC West, right? Well, it paid immediate dividends. 2017, McVay would go on to win like Coach of the Year, as well as taking the Rams to the Super Bowl where they coughed it up. Conversely, on the 49er side, they weren't left without any options. I mean, there was Josh McDaniel, his name was out there. There was Anthony Lynn. There was Sean McDermott, who went to the Buffalo Bills and has done well. And then there was a guy named Kyle Shanahan. Now, Kyle Shanahan was an offensive savant in his own right. He was leading the Atlanta Falcons to a very prolific season, and they had a very high-powered offense. Well, after McVay was stolen from right under our noses, the 49ers went with Kyle Shanahan, and unlike McVay, he did not inherit the best roster situation. In his case, he had to build brick by brick. He had to have solid drafts, which, his first year we saw guys like Kittle coming in, and we saw guys like Warner, and then we get to where we are now. We're in, basically a 5-6 year span. We are on the verge of possibly 2 Super Bowl appearances. I gotta say that I'm excited about it because
from that time, the 49ers have in essence owned the Los Angeles Rams. Sean McVay is only 3-7 against the 49ers. I do have to make note, though, Niner fans, we don't need to get ahead of ourselves, because you're looking at the addition the Rams have made over this course of the year, and they have mortgaged their future for this moment. You got guys like Matthew Stafford that are fighting for their legacy. You got a guy like Odell Beckham that was written off, and, nobody thought that he had any football life left in him, and now he is resurrecting his career. When we last played them, Cam Akers wasn't himself, but now he's got a few games under his belt after coming back from injury. So let's not just get ahead of ourselves because we beat them 6 straight years. We got to come out, we got to support, we got to pull for our team, and we got to push them and get a whole team effort. We got a solid chance to beat these guys, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just because we've owned them, and they probably have our names tattooed on every member of the team. But anyway, guys, go Niners.